Hey internet, Orc speaking. Defending inside of Valorant is quite a bit different compared to attacking, since when you are attacking, you are being proactive about the decisions that you make, compared to defending, which oftentimes you are reacting to whatever your opponents are going to do. First, let's talk about the beginning starting round strategies. Whenever people call out formations in Valorant, you always start with the lowest letter and go up to the highest letter. So for instance, a 2-1-2 formation is 2 people on B, 1 person on mid, and 2 people on A. Now there is some element of map specific. So for instance on Haven, you would be running a 1-1-1-2 formation because garage is another point of entrance. Alright, with that out of the way, it's now time to understand that defending is a lot more fluid than attacking, in the sense that there's not really that many setup plays for defense, at least when we're talking specifically about competitive and unrated. The first strategy, as we've already covered, is the default, which is when everyone goes to hold a specific choke point. It's important to understand that sentinels have a very distinct advantage when playing defense, since a sentinel should be capable of holding more than one choke point at a time. Defaulting is the basis of every good strategy, and oftentimes other strats are normally modifications of the 2-1-2. So for instance, if your team is struggling holding A, but you still want to make sure that you have control, it might be a good idea to implement a stack, which is when you take a player off of another position and reinforce a specific site or a specific place on the map. Stacks can be done with 3 people on site, 4 people on site, or even 5 people on the same site. And the reason you might want to do this can be many reasons. Gun disadvantage, you or your teammates having a bad aim day, or for another case, playing retake for a different site. Let's go back to the original situation. Our team has a weak A site, but instead of trying to reinforce it and hold the site, we decide to play retake and give up the site completely. This is a great strategy because it allows the team to save resources while the opponents dump all their utility trying to get onto the site. It might help to think of retaking as playing attack on defense. You can also do a retake from a default. Instead of fast rotating trying to get everyone to the site as quickly as possible, you might want to opt out and regroup and then properly re-hit the site with the entire team and the full effect of your manpower. This is a big reason why the community of Valorant as a whole struggled really badly with Breeze, because Breeze is a map that you simply cannot fast rotate. Everything has to be done deliberately and everything has to be done with a proper hit. Now fast rotating does have its merits, especially when you have a good anchor. An anchor, much like the lurker, plays separate from the team and holds down a site all by himself. A character that makes up a good anchor is someone who could use his utility from quite a far distance. Characters like Omen and Killjoy are probably the 2 best anchor characters. I'll let you guys discuss that in the comments below. And anchoring goes a long way into making fast rotates work, because in a practical situation, not all attackers, when they show presence on one site, are actually intending to hit it. Sometimes they might fake and go somewhere else. Having that anchor gives you so much extra information. Just don't use the anchor as an excuse to over-rotate, which is when the entire team gets baited over to one site when the attackers actually plan on going somewhere completely different. Now lastly, I'm sure everyone here knows the age-old saying, the best defense is a good offense, because playing defense is a lot more nuanced. You gotta know what utility is out there. You gotta know the characters that you play. Some characters are great for retake, some characters are not. You gotta know player habits. You gotta know when to push out, when to catch timings, when to take space, when to play passive. A good defense in ranked often comes down to the individual performance of the player. So if you don't have good communication with your team, but each of the 5 of you are individually strong players, you'll have a much better time on defense, and vice versa. If you have better communication and work better as a team, attacking becomes a lot easier. And of course, as with everything in life, if you want to be a good Valorant player, you have to be good at both. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out the other coincide attacking video. It's a lot more practical and less theoretical just by the nature of the topic. And if you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and if you want to see more, subscribe. I'll see you guys all next time.